Ooh, hailing from Ireland. Never been to Ireland. No particular reason, just haven't. Gonna go for the spears, keep my front line pretty standard, I reckon. Get the second training because I just love XP. It's so fun. Like, there's nothing more satisfying to me than just seeing my units just gain levels every single turn. I think it's just so fun. We should probably go attack that. Puts Manfred into even weaker of a position. Manfred getting strength rank 20. Why? You thought... Alright, he's got 2 summons. Never mind. So I'm not going to attack the moot just yet because Vlad's looking a little bit... Well, his army's looking a little bit bad up. But that should be healed, yeah, in 2 turns. So that's fine. I'll probably send Isabella... Although, what's the garrison like there? No, Isabella should probably be able to handle that. She's familiar with the way. How very fortunate. Let's get her some spears. I don't want to make her army too big because otherwise it's going to start sapping my gold per turn, which I don't want to do. I could do that. Yeah, screw it, I'm going to do that because it's so fun. I love the 0 upkeep, the skeleton, the zombie apocalypses. I love playing that. I had to grind through. We were like 40 minutes into this and I played 15 turns. Come on, let's speedrun this. War declared Wargrove of War on Stirland. War declared Black Venom on the Border Princes, which are the orcs down there. What did I miss when I wasn't here? Not much, to be honest. We locked these guys in quite nicely. Oh, he's taking it back. Good job, Manfred. Very proud. Now he has 3 settlements. Inconvenient. Still probably going to attack them. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Ain't got any allies, has he? Oh, he's got no military either. That's even better for me. What are you talking about? Giving them the advantage of my arse. I know I have crappy skeletons and zombies, but I have Felbats that can take out those crossbows. And I have Vlad Von Carstein. And he has no lord. My army is bigger and has a lord. Why has he got the advantage? 24 wins of magic. Don't mind if I do. I'm just going to put them in control group 2. Then my zombies can go up ahead, even though there's not really much point. You guys can go there. Yeah. I think the reason why I prefer Vlad is that Vanguard deployment for the army. That's great. I love that. Just lets you get right on top of the enemy. And for the vampire counts, where their entire playstyle is pretty much rush, it's really useful. I'm quite the fan. Oh, yep, she's sprinting, so she's going to end up getting shot, which is honestly kind of alright. She has a lot of armor, she can take it. Right, you guys get ready at the back. Why are you shaken? Literally nothing has happened. Probably going to move these guys around to lock them in. And, like, attack them from the front and back at once. Because it cripples the leadership really, really well. Keeping 1 unit of swordsmen back. Very wise. Send Isabella in. I mean, you got a sim for Isabella. Look at her. Her and Vlad have the just absolute goals relationship. How can you not admire that? Let's get Skellybobs involved there. Stirland be mean. Stirland was mean? When did that happen? Right, swordsmen are involved. They're coming over. Let's send you guys to chase them. You guys over here. Things are very, very slow. Only for Isabella though. Don't think I'm gonna. Don't think I'm watching any of those tub streams. Although they are quality entertainment, I can't deny it. It's very frustrating how my inventory is just slightly slower, so I'm just going to end up chasing empty ends of the earth, but it's not the end of the world. We don't really need them on the front lines. Yep, Isabella's got this. Is this boring Von Carstein or the good one? Well, we're playing as Vlad. Who I think is the good one. For intervention. What are you talking about? He's great. I'm probably going to send one of those over there to assist with whatever's messes that is. Messes that is. Wow, that was some good English. Yeah, basically just help chase them down and then leave one here chasing down. Isabella can handle this thing in the middle. She's not quite as good as old Vlad, but 408 weapon damage and 90 armor. Yeah, she can get the job done against some spearmen. Especially if I buff her with Vassal's Dance Macabre. I mean, both Von Carstein's kind of doing that for each other, right? I'm going to pull you guys back. I'm probably going to send you to attack there because, you know, you'd probably die. Sure, you can finish those off. Shatter them. Alright, speed this up. I'm bored. Oh, one of my zombies has been wiped out. In fact, a lot of my zombies have been wiped out. What a shame. Hey, and they broke. And because it's a settlement, there's no need to chase them. And because we're playing vampire counts, we can literally just do this. Which is the most riveting thing to watch, I'll admit, but it's very good. Just do one of those. Heal up our units. Saves you a little bit of time in casualty replenishment on the campaign map. But just a little bit of time at the end of your battle. Just gotta look down here which ones need it the most. Riveting, I know. So this is just top tip for the vampire counts. Okay, next we're going to some spearmen. Basically just do it until the last enemy walks off the map, which this is probably our last cast. Yep. Just do what I do and reset your Vortex campaign every 40 turns because you want to do things differently. I mean, I suppose the joy of this game is that you can play it in a variety of ways. So yeah, if you run into the problem where you want to do something differently, I suppose it's a good problem to have. It's better than getting bored because you're doing the exact same thing and that's the only thing you can do. You know, Warriors of Chaos. Ooh, 195 kills on Swordsman. They were fine zombies. We got the mood. Oh, yeah, it doesn't have a unique building for us. That's very rude. King of Darkness. Yep, that's you. If I leave here, is the public order gonna... Yes, it is. It's at minus 79 as well. That's not... That is not how the kids say poggers. That should help. Maybe without him there, it's going to go down by 5. So that gives us about 4 turns. Plus the corruption is changing it. Oh god, so much maths. It should be alright. Is my conclusion. I want to finish a Vortex campaign at least once with the Hiles, but as soon as the Confederation starts coming, the amount of settlement spooks me. I mean, it is quite stressful, like getting a massive influx and then all of a sudden you just get like a bunch of settlements. But it's not really that much different to managing a small number of settlements. It's just, you just apply all the same rules, but just to a larger scale. You just gotta think, well, what would I do if this was like my... No, that's not correct. So when you've got one province, you really think about it in a particular way, 'cause it's like, right, this is all I have. I need everything that I need to be within this place. But then when you get a few others, you can think, well, now I can specialize this one in just making me money. Or now I can specialize this one in recruitment. You just need to go into it with a plan, of like a set plan. So when I'm planning out this, So this is technically my capital settlement, by my capital province, but I don't really care because it's quite small and Castle Drakenov's better. So I'm aiming to confederate this, and then this will be my main province. So this will be where all my recruitment is done. I do that for a variety of reasons. First of all, it's because it's very defendable. This being the capital is an extremely tough building to take, and it has a lot of build slots, so it lets you get pretty much all the recruitment buildings that you need. And also, you know, it's just convenient. Say you lose all your buildings, all your settlements, this is probably going to be your last holdout, so you can recruit from there. Very useful. And then this one being the in-between one, I'd focus on making money. So you see I have the resources, I have the logs here, I have the farm pastures here. I'd make sure I have all those buildings built, and then just fill everything else up with money-making buildings. Hello, Juan Bloody Boys. How you doing, gamer? Good to see you. Actually, I'm not going to do that because I have no gold. So yeah, I like to alternate between a recruitment place and then a income place. Seems to work out quite nicely. I'm guessing you want something, but I'm going to deny you it because I want to dominate you, Manfred, into being my confederation. Oh, they raised Needling. Needling? Needling. Is one of these right? I'd quite like to... Ooh, is that your capital now, buddy boy? Not for long. I was waiting for Reichland to catch wind of what I'm doing and, you know, absolutely ruin my day. Don't worry, they will. Oh, wow, they've actually been destroyed. Hopefully, Draker doesn't get in there because I quite want it for myself. You know, it'd complete the region really, and it just made me sad if I didn't have it. Oh wow, I can get both her both their steeds already. Wow, that was quick. Yeah, sticking on a bad skill seed. Helps now understand the importance of cavalry. I went 8 hours staying away from... I have... How many hours do I have? 941 hours, and I still hate cav. It's too... It's complicated. It's harder to use. There are just other units I can use to... Not the same effect, but to as much efficacy for much less effort. So I just choose to stay that way. Yeah, don't feel guilty about not wanting to try cav after 8 hours. Because like I said, 141, and I can't stand them. I can do my best, but especially chariots, I can just about manage cav. I can't manage chariots to save my life. I am useless. There we go, corruption. That's on tax, good. That's on corruption. Minus 15 per turn. That's getting really good actually. Kill him. No. I can't manage things. It's not good. I can barely manage myself. Okay, what do you expect? Am I gonna be able to manage like 50 men on horses? Didn't think so. The chariots require more. Oh, chariots require the most micro in the game, I would say. Feel free to correct me, but in my opinion, chariots are just so much micromanagement because like cav, you charge it in and then you charge it out and then you shake it all about. But like when the cav gets in, it like kind of sits for a little while and it's not too bad. Chariots, you need to constantly, as soon as they charge in, you need to be moving them out, keep their momentum up. If they lose momentum, they will get stuck and they will die. Horses can turn around. Chariots, no, they will get stuck in that combat and they will absolutely die. You need to think about the angle they attack in, the momentum, how thick the line is, because if they go straight through it, then that's good. If they go halfway through and then get stuck, that's bad. They're going to die. There's so much micro. It's so painful. Life is hard, Juan. You're right. It's very hard. All right, who do I attack next? Join my confederation, my friend. What about the shooter chariots? Just, yeah, stuff that you can stick in skirmish mode isn't too bad. Everything else is kind of a yikes. Trade agreement? Hey, thank you, dear. Oh, my precious woody friend. I should probably send... In fact, I have a new task for you. Go discover my old friend Kemmler, and possibly the Red Duke, so I'd like to confederate them as well. Just so I have the whole set, you know. Oh, right. Have you got just the one settlement? No, you got the 3. Let's have a look who's got the lowest strength rank out of who's nearby. Hochland. They have 3 settlements. Okay. I can work with that. Oh, I love the vampire counts. It just relaxes me playing them. I remember Warhammer 1 playing that until like 3 in the morning, 5 in the morning, just playing it and just loving it. And then Chaos Invasion comes and I get fucked. And then just playing the exact same sorry, I read that. The exact same faction again and loving it all over. They're just so much. I don't know why. Because if you think about it, they're really not that interesting.
I am invincible.
But it just brings me happiness, man. Don't know what to tell you. Let's have a march over here. Just so it's nice and quick. Hopefully, yay, getting positive public order there so I can... I'll actually probably leave that on growth. Why is the growth so low? Other. Oh, well, thanks for that. Other. What did I miss? What I did was to get to turn 40 with all the high, so I can decide which one I want to choose to finish the Vortex with, since my goal is to achieve that with every race. I tried to do that, and I've only finished a Vortex campaign with the Tomb Kings, the Vampire Coast, and the High Elves. Don't think I've done a Lizardmen one, or a Skaven, or a Dark Elf one. Sorry, lads. I'm pretty bad. Yeah, why is the growth so damn low? I'd quite like to, you know, get these settlements be not level 1, but that is some pathetic ass growth. Oh, is it that? Or one of these? I don't know what it is. Anyway. I'll leave it on growth for now. That is the conclusion. Right, need to tell you about this film I watched last night. It's called Love and Monsters, right? It's on Netflix. And it is your UI scale. It's at 100% on 1440p. So on 1080p, it's a bit bigger. So on 1440p, it still looks like the same amount of clarity. Like, I think the default UI scale that it tries to do to make it look like 1440p is about that. But it looks blurry to me because it's been upscaled, because it's not, they must not have rendered it in a higher than 1080p, which is wild to me. I'm surely, why wouldn't you render it in like the highest possible resolution of like 4K or something? But anyway. But yeah, this movie, it's called Love and Monsters. It's on Netflix. It's been advertised as from the makers of Stranger Things. And let me tell you, there is a reason that that is the only thing that it tells you about the film. Because, God, that sucks ass. Well, I tell a lie. All right, it doesn't suck too bad. It's just nothing happens. Don't die or do. I ain't your dad. Well, we have the vampire cancer, you know. It's kind of his thing. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of scaling. Anything more than 100%, it just starts to look like shit. But yeah, this movie, it just wasn't good. It was just so basic. It was like, oh, guy in Apocalypse talking to his girlfriend from his bunker on a radio to her bunker. And then he's like, oh, I'm going to go see her. And I was like, oh, no, you can't survive because you're so weak and meek. And you'll never make it. You'll die. And then, oh, my God, he learns how to make it in the wild. And then he sees her and she's like, nah, I don't want to go out with you. Yeah, that is exactly my review. The monsters in the movie were all right because they were quite cool. Like the big toad, pretty funky. The snail was quite cute. Big crab, I love me some crabs. But apart from that, man, that was all a good film.
I shall enslave the world.
I was just bored, pretty much. Oh, he's got a secondary thing. If he decides to charge out to me, I'd love that. I'm a big sucker for monsters in movies. He's got cool looking monsters. I can excuse a whole host of sins. I'm not going to invest much money there because it doesn't really feel like much point. Have you ever played in any difficulty other than normal? Played in easy. I played when I was doing the Norsa campaign, it was in that period where like my PC was freaking up, so I lost all of the incremental autosaves from my Norsa campaign. So I was like, I could not look at anything. And to make it easy, I played a Throg campaign on easy, and I just blazed through it to get to the point where I could unlock stuff, and it was great. It's so relaxing, so easy. Like, easy difficulty in this game is, if you're new, definitely play it because it does make the game a hell of a lot easier. And if you are experienced, then give it a try because it's really like playing it on a sandbox. Like, I was Throg, and I just walked straight into the Dark Elf lands. Not a bother in the world. It was so easy. It's the only way to put it. It was easy, difficult, and it was easy. I suppose it did what it said in the tin. Alright, public order is starting to stabilize. The corruption is only going up at 3% per turn, which is not the best. But I will survive. I'm going over here because there's that. So, ooh, yeah, these battle sites. You find a good one of these and then just let it simmer, and then you get some good units out of it. Do you know the lore of what? No, I'm not a lore person. If you want lore, go watch that fucking dork who named himself after the dwarves thing. Oh, it's too easy sourcing on him, dude. But yeah, if you're interested in lore, go watch Book of Grudges, because he knows all that shit. A lot better than I do. A lot better than most people, to be fair. But yeah. I just purely like the game. Omega lol. What are you Omega lolling at? Yeah, I just like the game. I was never interested in Warhammer. I'd be as interested in this if there was a Total War Lord of the Rings. I'd be as interested in it because it's Total War, which is a game formula. A gameplay formula that I like. You know, the 4X stuff, love that. Like a bit of real-time strategy battling. But I just like fancy stuff better. The historical stuff doesn't particularly interest me. I started playing this game, not playing the tabletop, so now I do. Yeah, I think a lot of people have done that. Like, started playing this game, and it's like, oh, I'm not really interested in the lore. And all of a sudden, like, ooh, I am. Good thing about Kemlet is he's pretty much going to keep to himself. His power's not going to rise. But the bad thing about Kemler is he's very likely to get eliminated. Same thing with the Duke here. Age of Sigmar tabletop, not the 40k one, yeah. Although a lot of people shit on Age of Sigmar, say it's not as good as Warhammer Fantasy Old World, which... That's like you putting like 2 cups of identical looking Coke or whatever drink you are into in front of me, and then like saying that one's terrible. I just realize it tastes the same to me. Both of them have both of them have you know the guys. They've got the units. They look the same. But apparently, if you're into that, that's some sort of gross heresy to say that. Partial to blame for me buying this game, so shame on you. Tell CA, give me a little kickback on that purchase. Would not mind.
Welcome. Sit by my side and let us discuss.
On one hand, I'm kind of surprised that Steam doesn't have just spotlight everywhere. I don't know if you saw that. I'm kind of surprised that Steam doesn't have a you know, like on the Epic Store, you can do like the creator code. I'm kind of surprised Steam doesn't have something like that since it's been, you know, the industry dominated for the last 5,000 million years. Since Gabe Newell formed the universe. It was just giant cheeks. Just. But on the other hand, they're the industry leader, so they don't really have like incentive. Like they are literally just printing money at this stage. So they don't really need to worry about it. I'd really prefer it if you attacked me on the field. Yeah, Steam don't want to give anyone else money, exactly. They would have to share the profits with someone else, and that's why they're not doing it. Which, you know, that's fair. As someone who likes money, I can understand that mindset.
I am pleased thou attendest me.
I'm sure you are. What if I offered you $1,000? Yeah, I hope Steam gets not pressured. That sounds bad. I hope Steam gets like enough competition that they have to do something like that, because that'd be really good. Because like from all the purchases that go on Steam and the Steam sales, it'd just be so good for creators to have something like that. I mean, with Steam, they've been out so much longer than they were competition than the majority of their own user base have so many games to switch completely. Yeah, that is the problem. It's like if there was a proper competitor to Windows, and forgive me if there is one, I'm not. Like, I like computers and stuff, but operating systems, like, I have Windows because I hate Mac, and that's pretty much it. But it's like if someone made a proper competition to Microsoft. It doesn't have the years of people using it. Linux, well, yeah, kind of. It doesn't have the decades of people using it and all the apps that need to be moved over and migrated, and there's just so many things. Steam is hilarious because the first few years people fucking hated it. People still... I think people like it because it's the only option. I don't think you'll find anyone that says, oh yeah, I love Steam, and like list you off a bunch of reasons why. They'll just say, I like Steam because it has the most games and because all my games are on it. Tell you what, if I started playing PC games and I'm not like, for example, like Epic or like Good Old Games or Battle.net or no, fuck Origin, bro. Fuck Origin can suck a fart. It's so bad. If like Good Old Games or something had all the games, I'd have had as much chance of playing it, of buying all my games on there as I would have buying it on Steam. Fucking buying games on Steam. Because I don't care. But it's just because Steam has all the games. Straight up. Steam account from the day after launch. It's one of my prized possessions. I've had my Steam account now for 10, 11 years. It's Christmas, probably. I remember when Steam sales were exciting, rather than just being, you know, the same 3 games. I don't understand why my win... Right, let's just see this and see how much it tanks. Alright, I didn't kill anything, I'm happy with that. But yeah, if they had a creator code for Steam, like, every Steam sale, it'd be such a massive event. And it's just a nice thing because it doesn't cost anything to the people. It doesn't... I mean, it costs something to Steam, but, you know, it's also a nice thing to do. And, you know, it gives me money. And I like money. Anyway, I'll stop talking about how much I want Steam to pay me money. Oh, I'm so warm. I need to open a window or something. It's so hot. Just seeing Vlad, it's just, whew. It's getting me sweaty. Ooh, we can get a bloodline. Now, what are the good bloodlines? 'Cause I quite like the one that gets me the Slovenian archers and stuff, because that's pretty neato. This... Which one is it? Whoa, drop my... I'm playing with a clip. Thank you for the follow, you and Benz. Appreciate it. Is this guy? He gains Slovenian crossbowers and... Crossbowers? That's not a word. Crossbowmen and handgunners. Character replenishment rate, public order. Lack of corruption, be pretty good. And vampire corruption everywhere. Ambush success chance. I'm tempted to go for this one, actually. What do you think? Anyone? Any suggestions? No? Okay, well, I'll go for this one then, because I quite like it. Replenishment rate is useful.
The Von Carstein.
We can recruit these guys. Yeah. Building. Oh, is it just a single regiment every now? Yikes. Just have to do the cavalry base. Suck. Go away. Can we get some bands, please? Thanks. Appreciate it. Get some bands in chat, because that's not acceptable. Unacceptable behavior, in fact. I would go as far as to say that is unacceptable behavior. Not having that. Let us go on to... I don't know. Not really much point going on to anything else, is it? Because we're not making any money, so 5% is going to change. It's going to get us 0.5 more gold. I don't know. I don't know. It's like, you know, a single drop in an ocean and all that stuff. Foreign trespasser, Emperor Karl Franz, and Helmut Fudobach. Can I get there in a single turn? Why is that so bad? Oh, someone redeemed a hydrate. I mean, this is, as I said, not technically hydrating, but he's drinking. That's for damn sure.
Vlad Von Carstein. Very well. It is done.
There we go. That looks a little bit better. Actually, in fact, if I tell her to just get rid of that, then I can just do that. Because Vlad's a siege attacker. Because balance. What is balance? Never heard of it. Sounds like some nerd shit. Oh yeah, I forget Brass Keep's in the goddamn mountains. Immortal Horror. And then we get Lightning Strike. Woo! Woo! which is one of the most overpowered things in the entire game. Straight up. Literally, it's basically essential. Oh, we can upgrade these. I could upgrade Flensburg. And I can build a Garrison there. Sure, let's upgrade the meat. Let's invest in infrastructure. We're starting to get 2,000 gold per turn. We can spend that per turn and invest it into stuff that makes us more money.